Hello, welcome to the Cloud for You course for engineers. In this video, we will learn about configuring the firewall and NAT on the Edge router. First, a few words about the firewall and NAT. The firewall monitors and filters the traffic passing through it, according to preset rules. In simple words, it protects against unauthorized access from the outside, but it is usually installed on the boundary of the local network and the Internet. NAT is a network address translation. NAT is used to solve several tasks. Mainly, it is to solve the problem with a limited number of IP addresses, i.e. NAT allows using several computers in a local network, but with only one external IP address. NAT also allows to start services, for example, the web server running on the LAN on port 80. But it is available on the Internet on port 56715, i.e. it protects ports from unauthorized access and from being scanned. So it is really kind of a supplement to the firewall. Let's look at some examples. This is the main service settings tab of the Edge router and the firewall. Here we see 4 preset rules. Please pay attention to the fourth rule. By default, it is denied. It blocks all incoming traffic on the router. As for NAT, there are no rules here yet. Let's see. We have a virtual machine running in the console. We have a network. The address is 192.168.2.25. Let us check if the Google DNS server is available with a ping. We see that no pings are being done. Let us first try to configure the firewall rule for outgoing traffic. Click the plus button and here is a new rule. Specify name, out, source of IP address. Here we specify the local IP address of the machine. In our case, it's 192.168.2.25. Any service, any action, allow. Press Save Changes. Switch to our machine and check that pings are still not coming from it. This is because we have not configured NAT, as our machine is behind NAT and has the same IP address. Open the NAT tab and have Internet on the machine, or this can be done for the entire subnet. You will need to add a source NAT rule. In the column Original Source IP, specify either the IP of a particular machine or the entire subnet. We will do it for the whole subnet. Translated Source IP. Here we specify our external IP address. We have it as follows: 176.53.182.47. Press Keep and wait. Our rule is here. Everything is saved and the port is any, the protocol is any. Switch to the machine and check. We see that pings came through. Responses are received. Everything is okay. We have Internet. This is not very comfortable to work from the console, so let's try to configure RDP. In order to set up RDP or any other service, whether it is a web server, FTP server, or whatever, you will have to create a DNAT rule. In fact, this is a port forwarding. Here we set the original IP, our external IP address. So here we enter 176.53.182.47. We select the TCP protocol and original port. You can set any port you want because you might have a lot of machines in your local network that need RDP. RDP runs on the standard port 3389. But suppose we don't want to forward port 3389 directly to us, so we make 3389 and add one more 9, for example. This is the original port, i.e. this is the port we will have to use. Next, specify the address of the machine, to which we want to forward the port 192.168.2 125. Specify the port on which RDP expects this connection. It's 3389. Press Keep. We configured the SNAT rule for the Internet to work, i.e. translation of addresses was made for all, local addresses from the subnet 2.0 to our wide IP address. We redirect ports from 33899 to 3389 of our IP address. Let's try to do this. Here we already have the address typed in. Let's add 33899 and try to connect. As you can see, the connection doesn't happen because our firewall is not configured for this action. Let us now go here and remember that by default the rule blocks all incoming connections, and now we need to allow them. Click on Add a new rule, and let's call it Allow RDP. Here you can name the IPs from which you allow the connection. I will leave it at any, which means that it will be accepted from any address. Destination. Here we set our external IP address service, TCP, and destination port 33899, meaning the port to which the connection will actually be made. Action Accept. Click Save Changes. Check. Everything is fine. The machine is up. We connected to it through RDP. Check it out. That internet is working and everything is okay. In this short video, we have learned how to configure the firewall, NAT. We made the simple port redirection for the RDP. We hope that in the future you will have no problem configuring it up to your needs. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching.